So I'm about to get started on a semester or quarter-long project in my junior English class. This project is a pretty detailed research project in which students are going to be completing several short papers that will be put together into one large paper. So I wanted to be able to use Magic School to figure out what tools I might use to help me support my students in breaking down the project itself. And I also wanted to know what tools could I use or have my students use to support their learning along the way. So let's check it out. Again, I love that in Magic School I can be really specific with the grade level. It also helps me to craft the prompt. Here I was just very quick and vague, but remember, the better your input into any AI tool is, the better your output is going to be. So you can continue to play with your input to make sure that you get really detailed results. But for me, I just wanted an overview, so I was very specific with who my audience is, what the project is, noting that we will be writing and researching. And then again, for tomorrow, I'm looking for an exit ticket after the initial lesson, giving an overview of the project. So I hit generate here. I love that I can add files and resources, which makes my output even more specific and tailored to what I'm already doing in the classroom. And so for me here, it's giving me a couple of different ideas. I really like the assignment scaffolder because I'm working with a much larger project, so I definitely will be using this. Sometimes I like having a sentence starter, which is really great to provide me or my students with ways to get started with their thinking. And an exit ticket generator is always really great as well. So for my students here, I really like the summarizing, especially when they're working with research. And so as they're writing their annotated bibliographies, they can put it in the summarizer and see if they can get even more specific details or bullet points of what their thinking is. An email writer can always be helpful. Students don't always have the experience writing professional emails, and they're going to be interviewing an individual, so they're going to be communicating digitally, and I'm also going to have them write a handwritten card too. So these are some really great tools and ideas. I could build a classroom for my students with these tools to help them to be successful throughout the project. So keep playing around with the tool recommender. It is a really great tool to help you and your students know what is best to support their learning and your teaching instruction along the way as well.